All right, hello everybody. Today we're going to do an oil change on the 60-gallon Ingersoll Rand air compressor. I already almost got started before I thought about making the video, and I already got my setup going, but you're not missing out on much. So when you get these compressors, the oil change on pretty much everything I saw online is a minor pain in the butt. I say minor because it's not that big of a deal, but it is a pain in the butt. I like that butt word this morning, apparently, if you can't tell. So when you get these from the factory, where I have this nipple right here to extend into this elbow, there's nothing. The plug is right there. And the problem with that is when you pull it out to drain your oil, this lip sticks out further than this hole, and the oil lands on that and spreads everywhere, and it's just annoying as heck. So for a few dollars at your local hardware stores, you can buy a little nipple, a 90, a little valve, ball valve, and do your own little combination of things to extend this out. You don't need to go as far as I did. A little tiny paint can, paint bucket, old used one, will catch all the oil in here. There's about a quart. I just went all out because I had the fittings and nothing to do. So my little setup right here is I've got the ball valve, and then when you open it, it's not hot right now, so it's not gonna flow. I'll show you that in a minute then, I guess. You open it, it's gonna flow. I got a little barb fitting here. I don't leave this hose on all the time. It's easy enough to pull it off and put it back on, just for looks. But it flows through this hose, and you can send it all the way down straight into your recycle can, or what have you. That's my little setup on this end. Just a little thing I'll show you for anybody that has one of these. They know that the condensate drain is a pain, because you have to crawl under the compressor. My little solution to that was the same material down here. Oh, let me get down. Same material. I just stuck a little nipple out into a 90, a couple pieces of 8-inch pipe, and then you've got your ball valve right here to drain the condensation, and it works phenomenally. If you wanted to, I put a barb fitting on here just for future use if I decided to. You can put some clear hose on there and send it wherever you want to send it, but not a big deal. So with that being said, when you drain the oil on these things, it's way easier when you do it hot, just like a vehicle. So typically what I would recommend is open that condensate drain valve, and just turn this on and let it run for a good, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, whatever it takes to get this to be hot. Your oil's going to drain way quicker and way more thoroughly if you do that. That being said, let's get started. All right, so now that we are warm to the touch, hot to the touch, whatever you want to call it, we should be able to just open this valve. And if it wanted to flow, it could. There it goes. It just took a second. So you should be able to see that, hopefully. It's pretty clear. I did the break-in service for this about a few months ago. Now I'm just doing I don't use it like a shop would use it, so I don't have to change the oil as often. It's still clear, but to be honest, when I got this compressor, I bought like 4 quarts of oil, assuming I'd blow through it fast, and then I read the instructions, and the oil's actually good for a long time. But I'd rather just get it cleaned out than store the oil, so that's all I'm doing. But you can see it flowing. I'm just gonna let it flow till it's done. You can also see it disappearing in the sight glass right there. And it only takes a few moments usually. All right, we are done draining. So once you're done draining, this is your fill valve, or your fill port, whatever. Should just be finger tight. If it's a little bit tighter than that, or you're not feeling quite Superman, there's a little slot. You can put a big screwdriver in there. Use the biggest one you can find, because a small one you risk popping the plastic, breaking the plastic. So take that, set it aside. You grab your Ingersoll Rand All Season Select Synthetic Reciprocating Lubricant. Like I said, I bought a bunch of these. I don't need them all, so we're just changing ahead of time. So when you have sight glasses on, when you have an oil sight glass, an oil fill sight glass, typically what I feel is normal, doesn't mean it is, but what I feel is normal is that you usually fill to halfway across the sight glass. Me being the guy that I am, I don't always read the instructions, and that's what I did when I first filled it up for the first time and wondered why they had so much extra oil. But according to the actual manual, this is supposed to be filled up all the way. So you're not supposed to see any not oil substance in there, no air or whatever it is. So now that we know that, we can actually fill it up all the way. And this comes out a nice clear, translucent oil. It's not like a car oil where it comes out brown or royal purple. It's just clear. It's like really thick water. That part. I don't know if you can see that or not. If you're looking at the sight glass, you can see that we're about half full right now. It takes a while to get to that point. After you get to that point, it fills up quick. So then, according to my manual, yours is very possibly different. Just fill it to the top of the sight glass, which would be right about there. So now you can replace your little drain cap. Make sure it's all threaded on very nicely. Okay, you don't need to do more than finger tight. Oh, I should have mentioned to close this. Oil's nice and thick. It doesn't seem to flow very good when it's cold at all through that little hole here, so not a big deal. Next, all I do and how you do it is up to you, obviously. I just get rid of this little hose, pack up my recycle can, and continue on. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, if it was helpful at all, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. I do little projects around the house with the vehicles and whatever I'm doing. I've been trying to film, so you will see that on YouTube if you subscribe. Anywho, thank you very much.